Welcome, and let's talk about your reading for today. At the center of this reading, you have the Queen of Swords, and she is upright. This isn't you. This is someone who hurt you. This could be a masculine person in your life or a feminine person in your life. The thing about the Queen of Swords, it's not about gender. It's about equalizing your thoughts with your emotions. This reading is about someone who hurt you. She or he or they, it doesn't matter their gender. This Queen of Swords here thought that they were being fair towards you, when in fact they were choosing not to listen to their intuition. With the Queen of Swords, it's really easy for her to not listen to her intuition and to be more in her head than she'll ever be in her intuition, in her emotions, into feeling her way through a situation. What she did is she forced you to be in a situation where you had to feel out every single step you had to take after she told you to leave, or they told you you had to leave. Maybe this Queen of Swords represents a situation in which it was cutting you off, filtering you out, so to speak. And this was the wrong thing for this situation, these people, this individual to do. It's forced you into a situation where you are in the Eight of Swords energy, where you don't get to see your way forward, that you are blinded to your path forward, and instead you have to slowly inch your way forward. The thing is, with the Eight of Swords, you have a small stream of water underneath your feet, and that is where you must stay in tap into your intuition, into your emotions, in order to make your next steps forward. This reading is more about their consequences for pushing you out of this situation, out of this community, out of this person, this individual's life. And I'm saying leaving because you have the Four of Swords in reverse behind the Queen of Swords. The Eight of Swords feels like it could be you, and this card comes after the Queen of Swords. Up top, you have the Chariot in reverse, you have the Ace of Wands in reverse, and you have the Judgment card in reverse. For whatever reason, you were stopped in your tracks. Possibly because you were told to leave, you couldn't take any action in this department, or maybe you were stopped in your tracks, unable to take any action before this situation happened. And then eventually, this individual, this community, this situation, this Queen of Swords told you, you can't do this anymore. It's a blessing in disguise for you, and it's also a curse in disguise for them. They did the wrong thing when they said, you can't do this anymore. Whatever their reasons may be, even if they thought that they were being fair, it was the wrong thing to do. It was the wrong thought process for them to think. With the Judgment card in reverse, that tells me that they have brought upon consequences to themselves. They chose not to reach their highest selves by taking this action, which they thought was fair at the time. It wasn't. In alignment with the Judgment card, the Eight of Swords, they have, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I said the other day that justice takes time in order to gather up consequences and situations in order to bring about a situation where these folks are punished, or not punished per se, but they have consequences for their choosing not to reach their highest selves. As you can see in the Judgment card, it's in reverse. So naturally, the Wheel of Fortune would also be in reverse. You choose not to, or they chose not to, take a blessed course of action. The universe will not bless them in return. So that was the top pro. You weren't allowed to take action, or your situation did not permit you to take action, and they chose not to see your situation for what it was. They chose to use their brain as opposed to use their emotions. In return, you now have the space, or you could be given the space, to dream about your next actions. I also see you not just in the Eight of Swords, but also in the Queen of Cups. You're deeply guarded about your emotions. By the way, the Queen of Cups is upright. You're obviously protecting your emotions. The cup that the Queen of Cups has a cover over it. You can't just get into the cup without asking the Queen's permission, without asking the Queen or having the Queen give permission to have you see the inside of the cup. She needs to lift the cover first. You're in that position now. You are water on water. You are intuition, your emotions, you are feelings. You are feeling your way through these next steps. I see a dreamy aspect for you coming through in spite of what's been done to you. There might be some real discomfort, not for you, but for them. When it comes to this Wheel of Fortune in reverse, it is in the row. Their consequences are seeing you dream a better dream than you could have ever imagined if it hadn't been for you leaving this situation, being forced to leave this situation. I said earlier, a blessing in disguise. Their consequences are watching your blessings in disguise come out into the open. They are no longer disguised. And your blessing in disguise is seeing, maybe it doesn't feel good to see the people in this previous situation go through what they will go through, seen in this Wheel of Fortune right here. There we go. It may not feel good. It might. It might feel good up to a certain point, and then you start to tap into your compassionate aspect, and you say, you know what, this actually doesn't feel that great. Yes, some of it feels nice to see that the universe was watching, and that there are consequences for bad behavior, for being kept prisoner, so to speak, in the Eight of Swords, in the Chariot reverse, in the Ace of Wands, being kept prisoner to your situation. It might feel good up to a certain extent, but I see you as being a deeply compassionate individual who was just trying to obey the universe, just trying to do the very best that you could in spite of your circumstances. Whatever your current circumstances may be, I hope that you have a blessed day. I'll see you tomorrow for your next daily message. Take care.